What's going on, Sagittarius? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Sag, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the theme of this week's monthly spread is going to be a business spread, Sag, and all the ways we can help you make that abundance and spread the love around, or something like that. I'm still working on this intros, as usual. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Sagittarius. So Sag, with this reading, I'm just going to a higher self says stop. We're just going with the flow. And just so you all know, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings. So apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then lastly, the decks that I'm working with. Oh, interesting. The decks that I'm working with, I've included links for all of them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Sagittarius. And just don't you panic. It's just like based on, considering your reading last week, it's like I feel like the whatever this ascension or whatever was going down is still continuing. But you got the 8th card of Gemini's here, Sag, which is the Wheel of Karma, which is interesting considering your ruler's card is the Wheel of Fortune. But let's get more into that, because you got this card is a card of karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, rise and fall, circumstances, consequence, divine will, and blind justice. And this is interesting, Sagittarius. This is very deep. So I feel like if we're let's say, for example, let's start if we own a business, because I feel like if we're owning something, if we've been, I feel like this is a good time to kind of see, to really pay attention to, I'm just really focusing on kind of that cause and effect, as opposed to what you're putting in and seeing as far as what you're getting out, because that's where I feel like, luck and the fortune, that kind of stuff comes into play when we put in the work. I don't feel like luck and that stuff just doesn't happen, because with these wheels, whether it's Wheel of Karma, Wheel of Fortune, they all need to be, in order for you to get good luck or bad luck, the wheel has to, has to move. And even when we're thinking about in terms of good luck and bad luck, Sag, it's just all vibrations, it's energy. So it's just it's both of them are opportunities to reflect, because they represent different cycles. When you do have that big hit, you want to repeat that. You want consistency there. And then when we don't get that big win, then we want to reflect and we want to, how do we avoid something like that to happen again? So this really kind of feels, especially I'm just feeling if we own a place, if we're self-employed or something along those lines, just to really kind of pay attention to just the work that we're putting into stuff and seeing, just where this takes us, and really kind of listen to, just think with the divine intervention, really trusting your instincts. If something tells you that a move is going here, follow that. And if we're not sure, as far as maybe we're with, how unstable this bank stuff is and money and all these things, if we're not sure where the energies are going, just thinking about Gemini energy, do that research, do some investigation and see where this takes you. But I also feel, let's kind of broaden it up. If we're working at a place, if we've been feeling that it's just kind of been the same old type of stuff, and that, there's been no kind of changes, no kind of growth or anything along those lines, I say it may be time to look into not necessarily quitting your job, but maybe seeing like are there some other aspects that we can maybe, or some other areas that maybe we can get fulfilled. Maybe we want to start like a side business, or maybe we do want to change jobs. But I do feel that this is something where this business, where your career and all of this stuff's going to go is really going to depend on what energies that you put into this, and how you guide this vessel here. But let's get some energies on this, Sagittarius, and let's see if we can get a little bit more on this, because this is an interesting start for business. But it is something where I do feel like if we put in that work and we know where our intentions are, then it's I do feel like where even when we come across like trials and things, there's going to get that fortune in the long run. But yeah, let's see. Let's get some little bit more on this story here. Interesting. All right. Because you got the Ten of Cups here and you got the Six of Swords. And this is fascinating because I feel with this energy popping up, Sag, are you happy with where things are at right now? Is this the image that you've painted when you went to pursue this, started up this business, started this career, whatever this, whatever side you are on this job trail? Is this filling up your cups? Is this something that you're enjoying, that you're doing? When you went to embark on this, maybe this is a new venture, for example. Is this what you pictured? And if not, what are some areas that are lacking? What is it that isn't completing this picture? Is there some past things that are going on? Because the Six of Swords can be where if we haven't taken the time to reflect on any sort of past mistakes or anything like that, or like I'm just thinking more so like with the business, then that may be something there, like maybe we need to change something up. But if we're not happy with where we're at right now, then I feel like it's, again, it may be time to go on to different shores and to see where this takes you, because there are a lot of opportunities going, that are happening right now, Sagittarius, and there's how things used to be done. I mean, I feel like it really is going to be just like a whole different ball game that we're playing, going over here, like definitely within like the next, I'd say like at least 2-3 years is going to be like some real big shifts that are going to be happening. So this is the time, Sagittarius. If you're not feeling fulfilled with this stuff, go see where this is taking you. Try exploring different avenues. And I also feel that maybe if there's an opportunity that's coming up for you, I'm just kind of getting with the Six of Swords. If some of us have been presented with an opportunity to travel, maybe move for work, or maybe go on like some kind of opportunity, I feel like, check that out, because who knows where that may lead. It may start off as something like, oh, I'm just going to go just to go, but you never know who you meet, whatever this is looking like. But because the Six of Swords can be a card for me of travel. So just something to think about there, Sag. Let's see what else we got. Interesting, yeah, okay. And interesting, got a lot of Aquarius energy coming through here. You got the Five of Swords here, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel that if this is something where, let's say we're maybe thinking about taking a different turn, but if we don't feel like we have enough tools or enough resources or know-how or whatever that looks like, Sagittarius, with this Queen of Pentacles popping up in reverse, I feel like the Five of Swords popping up is saying, maybe to network, maybe see if we can find ourselves, maybe some experts or something along those lines to maybe bridge that, just to kind of help fill in those spots that we may be kind of feeling kind of lacking in there, Sagittarius. But there's a part of me too that kind of like, just if we if we're like own a business, or even if we're working at a place and we notice this type of thing. I'm just getting with this Five of Swords, which is kind of interesting. If there are people in our environment that you notice that maybe, now I don't want to say necessarily like taking from the company, but if they're, and I don't mean even just like literally like, maybe stealing money or anything, like, or stuff or anything, but if they're just like bringing down like morale and, just like, I don't know, just lowering the vibration, maybe they're the type of that is like overly competitive, or who knows. But if we have someone like that, maybe in this realm, just being mindful of those energies and possibly dealing with that if we notice that they're, that we're seeing like these weird consequences from their actions. So just something to think about there too. But I really feel like, this Queen of Pentacles popping up as well, Sagittarius, is saying that, if you want to, if you're not feeling like you're in your power right now and you want to take that next step and you want to get, to just to see what's next. I just feel like that this is the time to get resourceful, to really kind of do some research and just see where that takes you. And it's going to be work, at first, getting, especially if this is like a new thing that we may be doing, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. The Queen of Pentacles, especially if it's going to raise her vibration and get her close to where she's going, it's just like she's not worried about trials and things. It's just like these, don't look at it as like I have to go through this stuff or this training or whatever. No, I'm investing in myself. I'm about to gain all this experience, and then you're going to be making it rain like Queen of Pentacles does here. More? All right. Let's get some more oracle cards on this mix here. Oh, look at you. We got one of your cards, Sagittarius. It's your first card. And this is the bonfire card. And the bonfire is just all your energy. Enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, getting things going, orgasm, fanaticism, yeah, we're moving right past that, fever, and fierce. So, Sag, listen. Honestly, now this Queen of Pentacles is kind of taking on a different flavor here, because I feel that this bonfire, if we're not excited about what we're doing, about what we're manifesting each day, if we're just sort of like get up and it's kind of just like that, I got to go do this again, that's not Queen of Pentacles. Like, that's not the energy that where she can effectively do her like her really good work. It's when she's enthusiastic. And then listen, like, there are going to be days where we have like low energy, of course, maybe sometimes, but this is different it's different to have like a one low energy day. But if it's like, that's like the tone every time you're going into work, then it may be time to switch something up. If not, switch up your job, because I get, maybe you were thinking about stability and stuff, but maybe doing something to incorporate more joy. If you've been working hard, let's instead of work hard, play hard. Let's work smart and play smart. Let's start making this energies work for us here. And again, just thinking with that community card, this could be in kind of like the Five of Swords. This could be energy, Sag, where maybe starting up, like doing something with your community, or maybe with your family, your friends, like however this is looking. But I do feel that this is saying, make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing in life. It doesn't have to be all about the grind and thing. Cause and effect. Do we want to just manifest work, or do we want to have some people to go to bonfires with as well, Sag? But let's get a little bit more on that. Oh, there you are, King. Oh, and there you are, Wheel of Fortune. Hold up. Because, wow. So, all these wheels here. Sagittarius, this to me feels like that if you're not happy with what you're doing right now with this wheel, with your ruler popping up in reverse here, Wheel of Fortune, because you and your ruler came out, that just even dawned on me, because this is your card here too. You and your ruler came out together, and if you're not feeling abundant in what you're doing, and I mean in all aspects, I mean, financially, fun, all of this, how can we make some adjustments? What are some things that you'd like to do? Like this really, this reading to me is saying, it's take your destiny in your hands and drive this, because you got all the wheels you need, and here you are, the vehicle. So like, go ahead, King of Wands. I mean, you graduated. You went from Queen of Pentacles, an unsure Queen of Pentacles, into a confident King of Wands, your energy. And let me tell you something. When you find something that is really exciting, King of Wands is the type that he's going to pour his all in. He's going to he's calculating all of this stuff here. And because he knows that when he pursues his joys, things that enthusiasm that bring him energy, then he'll be balanced in what he does and all that he does. So this is something, Sag, too, just thinking, just since you have, I mean, you being a mutable sign, being adaptable, but the fact that your oracles are Gemini and Sagittarius, this is a time to be adaptable, to play around with because here's the thing, if you got some what you may think like a wild idea cooking up, the only crazy ideas right now are the ones that aren't being executed. So go ahead and bring some fuel and some fire and some life into that, Sagittarius, and let's start making some abundance, because this more, let's get some more. Wow, I mean, because seriously, that was a sick little combination there, you and your ruler, just like you planned this. I see you. Interesting. I'm with it, Four of Pentacles. Listen, because if you got, again, things that are holding you back, that are holding you down, that make you feel like that you're kind of like shackled or something along those lines. Let's break free from this stuff. Let's start feeling, because the Four of Pentacles can also be, I feel like, a card of like saving. And I feel like this is something where save your energy for things that you actually care about. And, instead of just like pouring our energies just into whatever, and just kind of like help, like fueling someone else's dream, where I'm all about, co-creation and whatnot. There's gotta be some kind of incentive for you too, some kind of joy that you're getting out of this as well. You know what I mean, Sag? So, more. All right, yeah, so that's where I'm gonna leave that there, Sagittarius. Let's get another oracle card on this thing. Yeah, because this seems pretty like, if you're feeling trapped at a place or anything like that, trapped in your business, like let's change the wheels, these wheels. Because that's sick. I don't even know if you understand that. That's so sick, and you're gonna be. Yeah, okay. So last card here. Got the third card of Capricorns, which is the crack shot. And the crack shot is a card of competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp-tongued, witty, clear-cut, dead-on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, and first class. And really, Sagittarius, this feels like that this is a time to really showcase your skills and really, show people what you got. Show the universe what you got. Show yourself what you got, and what you can bring to the table, because we're in a time where, like, we're going to need King of Wands, really kind of rising up and manifesting stuff and really showing how to put their energies to work and how we can create our own destinies. And Sagittarius, I mean, yours is a sign of expansion, of higher learning, of abundance, of luck. And fire signs for me are just like where all signs can be a leader in some way, shape, or form. Fire signs really do it just kind of, they're natural leaders. And yours is like, this could be something where you might even can teach others different skills, Sagittarius, just with the, if you find yourself an expert in some kind of thing, maybe, becoming some type of teacher, anything along those lines. I really feel like that's where Jupiter wants, and even with all this wheel stuff, and just the Six of Wands when we were talking about travel, broaden your horizon, Sagittarius. I always feel like with your sign, the more that you experience in life and broaden your intelligence and your experience and your wisdom, and really put what you've learned into practice, that's where you really shine, where Jupiter's just like, yes, go get it, king. So I feel like this is the time, Sagittarius. Be confident in what you can do, and you know what, if we have areas that we want to refine in or something along those lines, let's get those skills polished here, because you are first class, Sag. You are. Let's talk about witty. I mean, let's get some tarot in this mix here. There you are. More of your energy here. Keep them both. Okay. So we got Ten of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. And I feel like you're getting to, or at least you can be, Sag. Hold on. If we feel that we've been just like hustling and just like working and just like, but like not into a state that we're enjoying, we're just doing the grind and just kind of day in, day out, same old stuff. I feel like that this burden can change, but it's when we decide to change it, when we decide to take our destiny and our fortune, our abundance in our hands, and make this thing happen. The Knight of Pentacles, and this may be like I don't want to say it's going to be a slow process, just because the Knight of Pentacles is considered the slowest knight in the deck, but I almost feel like this is more so saying, when you're going on this journey and you're getting this growth, enjoy this experiences that are going to get ready to come for you, Sag, because this really, seriously, double wheel, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, that's going to be like, I'm not, I also, you know what, something else, just like while I'm thinking about your travels. Just thinking with Gemini energy. Gemini is this wheel of karma Gemini energy is like communication, and just thinking about these people here. Be mindful of the people that are coming into your realm, Sagittarius, because who knows, you may run into a knight, a queen, a king, who might bring you a new cycle here, bring you a new adventure, but we got to journey out there and put ourselves, and show these people what you're made of, and what you're bringing to the table, because you Sag, I mean, I've seen your energy at work. I remember talking with someone, and they were just sort of spitballing ideas, and even just like your casual stuff is gold. So it's like when you're really intentional and really get into find that passion, there's no telling what you can do, and there won't be any stopping you from what this abundance that you're gonna bring. More. Let's get some more. Yeah. Okay. Wow. More. Okay. Hold up, because we about to switch over, Sagittarius. Look at this transformation that you're getting ready to go through, because you got if you choose to go through this, because you got the Death card in reverse here, and with the Death card, this to me is really Sagittarius, reflect on where you're at in life. And if there are areas that we notice that we want to grow in, that may need some changing, not to ignore that, because where sure, death situations can can be uncomfortable and, potentially, depending on how this transformation looks. But the metamorphosis is meant to get you closer to that abundance. We have to take this time again to really reflect, and that's really, I feel like, the biggest thing, because then this whole thing, I feel like, will make sense, and where life is trying to guide you will all kind of come together here. But there's just something, there's an energy or something that we're needing to come into, Sagittarius. And I feel like, in when I'm saying travel, just thinking about that, it doesn't necessarily have to be like where you're going overseas or going on like where you're backpacking in Europe. I mean, if you can do something like that, I say go for it, really find yourself. But I just even think if you were to change sceneries, maybe go to a different city, maybe go to a park, go out in nature, whatever that looks like, change of environments, I feel like the ideas and the wheels are good, because you got multiple wheels working for you now. So I feel like the ideas are really going to start pouring in as far as what that next direction is looking like. But we gotta, when you want to make that move, King of Wands. So I'm with that. I think I'm gonna leave that there. That was dope, Sag. I'm with that. Whatever you're getting ready to do, like, really manifest that, because you take control of your where you want this business, your career, your growth to go in life. But if you like that, Sag, anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And man, I would love to see Sagittarius, taking control, really everyone, but if we need a great example, someone who leads by example, who's not afraid to go, to go seize their destiny. Because really, Sagittarius, you all could be like an inspiration. And that doesn't have to be, may sound like, how I can tend to be a little over the top, but I don't see why not. I don't see why you can't be inspiring. Because if you think like, oh, Justin, you're always over the top. Well, I think, Sagittarius, if you don't agree with me, then you're always underestimating yourself. So who's at fault here? I'm just kidding. But really, you are crack shot. You have the skills, and I would love to see just King of Wands going out there and just manifest, just really changing the game up. And while you're out there changing the game, if you ever need a little more advice, hit that subscribe button, and then you hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week. Social media, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. They're serving their purpose for the moment. I promise I'm following someone on there. What that means, I got to look into that. I got some research to do, but it's fine, because one thing I'm super confident in is the Insight Timer. It's like, what am I confident in? Insight Timer. It's a meditation app. It's a free app, not my app, but it's I started a group on there called Zodiac's Rays and the Vibration. So if you just happen to already be on that app, come on over to the group. I drop positive affirmations and encouraging messages, and on this wisdom that you're getting ready to get on your growth and whatnot, come drop some of that mad wisdom in the group too. Or if you just need a pick-me-up, there's a treasure trove there for you. I definitely got to set up there at least a small little wheel of fortune there. It's just only going to grow. And then as it grows, I want to get set up to where maybe we're doing like group meditations and all types of cool stuff, So let's do that, Sag. And then lastly, if you have any Cancer in your placements, or maybe you'll be working with the Cancer in the future, come check out my other channel, the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans and all things Cancerian. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. Wow, I had a weird feeling like that was going to happen. You got your freaking card here, Sagittarius, the Temperance card, and it's in reverse. But that's okay, because hold on, we're going to talk about that. Oh, we are going to... This has been going around quite a bit here, this renew card. And I do feel that there is a renewal that's happening, I feel like, amongst the soul tribe, Sagittarius. So this is a time, really come into your energy and get yourself in balance and manifest literally whatever you want, because you really are coming through in a strong way. And you can really... I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, it's like really, this is what do you want to manifest? You know, what does this transformation look like? Embrace this new stuff that's happening. This is nothing to fear, Sagittarius. This is something that when you come into this, you are going to be manifesting like a G. You're going to be sitting on your throne, and Jupiter is going to thank you for it with abundance. That's brilliant. We good. So you stay safe out there. I don't even know what to call you. I just abundant figure. You this first class. I'm running out of compliments here because that's all this whole reading has been, just one big compliment. So stay safe out there. In Sag, raise your vibration to the roof, because seriously, destiny is calling. Destiny is calling in across all decks here, Sagittarius. Where do you want this vehicle to go? And I will catch you. I can't wait to see. I'm excited to see where you're going to go on the next one later. Because, man, how sick. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, King of Wands. Look at you just tearing it up.